Hello, this is Alan from Man at YouTube. Happy 2012. This is my first vlog of the year, and we've got a few things to cover, some of it repeating from the last one. First, unfortunately I'm a bit tied up for content because I'm working on the HobbyLink Japan Sci-Fi contest. As we know who's contributing, the number one major rule is you can't post any pictures or video footage of your work, or otherwise you'd be disqualified. And there's other bits and pieces rules that are pretty unique to this competition, but we'll have a talk about that in a minute. Soon as that is out of the way, I'll be able to continue doing the Helmorgan project for the GMAC Mecha contest and a few other interesting bits and pieces. Let's get straight into it. Underneath this horribly green coloured towel is my project for the HobbyLink Japan competition. I did say I'm not allowed to show it off because I'll be disqualified, and to make sure, or not to risk anything, after looking at the insight stats on my YouTube channel, which YouTube channels have, I've got an idea that the HobbyLink TV guys watches my content, so even if I am a bit cheeky, those guys are going to sting me, so can't go far with that. Other rules are you can't manipulate the image with Photoshop, which I suck at, so can't do much about that. And it needs to be done by the 5th of March. And that's less than a month away. The prize money is pretty interesting, but what I will do, and what the HobbyLink Japan guys did say in an update video, I am allowed to talk or write about my build. And so far, which you get an idea underneath this towel, that mass is compared to your normal Goonsy pot of paint. Underneath that rag is a diorama, and I'm taking a completely different approach for science fiction. I know the HobbyLink TV mostly focuses on the Gunpla side of things, but my money bet is I believe possibly one of the other science fiction genres would have more of a chance if it's a traditional style of competition, unless someone's going to pull out all the stops and do some heavy modifications, but we have no idea who's in this competition, so our best game faces. I'm going quite different. It's going to be a historical science fiction piece. You guys know I like the Mecha Musume thing at the moment, so I'm doing a World War II diorama. It's going to be a small pitch of land littered with German and Russian armoured planes in between a building with all sorts of interesting little nifty props like boxes and watering cans and power poles and stuff. It's in the 72nd scale, and with 2 poles I'm going to have 2 Mecha Musume Gashapon scale, so we're talking about the figures are about that tall, the half-naked ones, duking it out with bits of armour all over themselves. You guys will be able to see it like near the end of March when they give out the prizes and announce the winner. After that, the copyrights of our projects return to us, and we'll be able to post it on the internet wherever we want. So my apologies, this will be hidden for a while. Next is the Mecha contest entry, my big concept build. I haven't had much time to play with it, but I do have the wire armature together, which is quite massive, lined up to the figure that I chopped up. If you put a high grade next to it, you tell it's going to be quite large. I put a lot of thought behind the concept, the design, what it's going to look like, how is it going to come together. I've got a lot of special magnets coming into how it's going to be strung together, and I've also put a massive order of cogs and watch parts to create a steampunk look. So soon as some of that comes together and I start beefing up this frame, we'll have another work in progress video for the Helmorgan project. It's based off Norse mythology, and this particular character is sort of like their version of Jesus, but more interesting. would also like to take some time to talk about some releases that are interesting me. A lot of people are doing blogs on their YouTube channels about, you know, master grades and whatnot, and they pick off things off the Gundam Guy blog, but there's a few things that caught my eye which doesn't always happen that I'm definitely looking out for. And the first one, I don't think anyone's covered yet, but I've been informed this in my local hobby shop. Tamiya, one of our favourite manufacturer of hobby products and paints, is which is always releasing new paint all the time. They've come out with a black metallic steel colour. I think it's just called dark steel. Goons has had this colour for a long time, and a rubber black, but that's more so going for the military side. But the really awesome product I'm interested in is their new finish range. They're going to have a satin finish for the acrylics and a matte finish. And we know they've got that really thick matte base paint that you're meant to mix into other paints, and if not, reduce it a lot to try to get a matte finish, which is really hard to do. But they're going to have a version that's a lot easier to work with, and you can even use it with hand painting. As soon as that does come out, I would love to have a go at it and do a video on it. From Bandai, they're really hammering out the releases from the 4th Unicorn movie, and as you guys may remember from my last vlog, I'm really interested in the Zhug. It's this character. He's pronounced with a bit of a French flair. It's going to go for 1,700 yen. I've pre-ordered that straight away, and I really look forward to playing with it. I've always wanted it to be updated from the no grade. Another thing I've been keeping my eye out on is the Kotobukiya range of Hoi Hoi San and similar scaled model kit figures, or styrene figures, which are fully articulated. And they made the Fate Stay Night Saber kit. Trust me, I lapped this up straight away and do have plans on building it, but I have noticed that it's in pre-order stage. They've got the Lily version of this. It's in a white armour, and trust me, I'm definitely going to get that as well. That's something to look out for, since a lot of people don't cover Kotobukiya news. Also, a bit of sad and happy news for the channel. First, my fantastic $2 microphone has died. I loved it for its sounds, but it's done at least 120 videos. A new one's been purchased, but it's just not the same. Secondly, the channel has just reached, or about to reach, the 1,500 subscription mark. So thank you very much, guys, and as you know, I'll keep working towards the content. I've also received the package. I got a package thing is very rare on this channel, because I find it a bit shameless as easy content, yet they're so fun to watch and make. You can't resist. And this one's a gift, and it's from my good friend 2old4toys. I've sent him a little something last year, which was a half-scale RX-78 and some weapons, and I have to say, he's got quite the nice handwriting. So, cracking it open, let's see what I got. I got the very cool Bozoon. I think they called it the Danny O'Shea in the English version, or at least that's the version I'm watching. It's from the anime Dumbine, or Aura Battler Dumbine. It's one of Tomino's creations, the original One-Year War Gundam guy. And a very lovely message written from 2old4toys. I mean, I swear I'm going to get this box framed and hang it probably in the back or something. That would be extremely cool. It's a vintage old one, and it's generally hard to come by. And I'm definitely going to have fun building this guy. He's practically the Zaku of the series, made by the enemy, and it gets obsolete very, very quickly and slowly dies out in the series as a cannon fodder or a battler. which is the term for mobile suit in the series. So, 2old4toys, thank you very much. I'm gonna really enjoy this. There's also two other items I've been working on as a on the bench segment of this news vlog. I've built, painted and finished the builder's part system base and weapon set. The video's been made up, edited and ready to be uploaded for maybe next week. These are pretty interesting and impressive products, and the review will be coming to you guys shortly. I've also been working just on the side on the Zoid Gun Tiger, and I'm having a lot of fun with him. I'm mostly just playing with freehand airbrushing and testing out my new airbrush. Before I get into that, the only thing this guy is waiting on, besides giving him a tiny bit of hand painting and another gloss coat, is some decals. He's getting his original sticker sheets scanned and turned into decals via Samuel Decals. And some of you guys who use his services may have noticed he's been offline for a little while, and I don't know anything about those rumours going on out there, but his store is going to open again soonish. He's got some new products on the go, and we all look forward to his return. You guys understand I've got the 0.2mm Airtec Airbrush, and I am playing around with him to do a full review video, and would like to stop using Sparmax and start using this line of airbrush as my main workhorse. I've handled it a few times so far, and I have to say it is a fantastic machine to work with. It's a lot smoother, and I could just tell from the price I've paid, it's a completely different class of airbrush. It is very smooth, very easy to control, and the maintenance is just so quick and painless. You can take the top off and access the center of the airbrush where the paint mostly gets difficult to clean, and it's just so much easier to maintain. At the moment, I do recommend picking it up if you are curious, but in the far future, definitely expect a full review of this tool. Oh, that concludes the business part of this vlog. Before I do head off, we'll have a little entertainment segment just for fun and get a bit silly. I noticed on, which is quite funny, a lot of YouTube channels are doing this thing called the cinnamon challenge, where you get like a tablespoon of this stuff and try to swallow it or keep it in your mouth or whatever, and they spit out a cloud of dust or something. So you're gonna have to give that a go. I recommend looking it up. It's pretty hilarious. Oh wow, what a silly thing to do. I kept half of it down and drank some water. There were birds like hell, and I wonder why everybody coughs it up or throws it up or whatever. Burns a lot, don't try it. Very stupid idea. Thank you for watching, and until next time.